Sorry about that. Good evening, everybody, and welcome to another edition of my 52 MG replica update. We're going to say this one's 48 because I skipped right over 48, went to 49. So this one's going to be 48. Last video, I neglected to tell you that what did I neglect to tell you? I bought some ceramic coating. It's this 9H hardness stuff. And it's this stuff right here. Auto ceramic coating. Okay? See it? I bought it off of Amazon. Well, it comes from China. And I read the reviews on it, or actually I watched a YouTube video on it, and some guys were reviewing it. It's not the best stuff in the world, doesn't work the way they say. So I called Amazon and canceled the order. And by the time it got canceled, the Chinese shipped it in the afternoon. I canceled it in the morning. They got confirmation that it was canceled, and they shipped it. So I called Amazon back and said, look, they shipped it. And she said, well, keep it. I'll give you your money back. Keep the product. So I got it, and I put it on, let me see, this half of the hood. And I don't like it. I've got swirl marks in it. I don't like it. So when we buff this paint this coming weekend, we're going to seriously? Sorry, them are text messages just coming in. I'm going to get that all off of there, and I'm going to put Griot's Best in Show wax on it. That's what I got on my Sonata, and I really like the color of it and the deepness of the shine. So we're going to be doing that this weekend. As you can see, the hood's on. And I had to move these latches right here. It was drawn down a little too tight on the hood. Now, mind you, this hood is not original. This hood, the last guy that owned this car made this hood out of a bathtub, a fiberglass bathtub. The other one that was on it flew off as he was going down the road one time and couldn't find it. I searched for it down where he said it was, and I couldn't find it myself either. So he made this one out of fiberglass, did a real good job on it. It fits the contour pretty well. There's a spot here that it's out more than I want it to be, but there's not a whole lot I'm going to do about it because the new hood is like $600 or more. So that's the deal on the hood. The wipers are on. I didn't tell you about that. The wipers, I had them on the other way, which is the way I thought they were supposed to go, and they weren't. They were opposite, so I had to change them around. The new wiper arms here are from MG Classics. We talked about the doors. I do have to put the rest of the steps on this door and get ready to put the top on. Let's talk about the interior a little bit more. The shifting boot is on, as well as the emergency brake boot. The carpet, I glued that down yesterday because I started to put my top on. However, these go on here like this. When I originally bought the car, they were up here on the top. But with the new top, they get installed there. The bows that I have that came with the car. We talked about this, I think, the last video. I had to cut some out of the middle. However, after I cut it and got it where it needed to be, my hardware won't fit on these tubes. This hardware is 3/4 inch. My tubes are 7/8. So I called MG Classics today and ordered new bows. They have been shipped already. They should be here hopefully by Saturday so I can get this top the rest of the way on. Speaking of the top, there she is right there. Nice tan color. That ought to set that black and red right off. Sunday, my son-in-law came down and helped me with the bumpers. There they are, the rear one. We had trouble with the front. The rear not so much, but we had trouble with the front. I ended up going down to my local hardware store and they had bumper bolts. So I bought 4 of them and installed them this way with these brackets the way they are. Otherwise, I would have had to buy new brackets from MG Classics, and they would have been, I don't know, 69 bucks a piece. So we compromised and did it this way. It looks good. I've got to cut this one off, and I've got to cut this one off over here so it's not sticking out like that. I do have to figure out a way to mount my license plate holder for the front. I'm not sure how I'm going to do that yet, but I'll figure something out. The back bumper is on. That went, like I said, easier. Again, we used the bumper bolts that I got down at a local hardware store. It looks like there's a hole right there for the license plate. However, it's up there where most of the MGs are. The backup light is on and wired. I have a slight problem with the wiring for this license plate light. When the parking lights are on and the headlights are on, it works fine. When you put the directional on this side, it blinks red. And when you step on the brake, I'm not sure. I think it works fine when you step on the brake. So it's just a matter of the wiring that I have coming back there. I do have to take care of, it's on the other side. It's on the other side. The wiring right there by the tire, see it right here? I've got to find a way to keep that up into the wheel well so it's not going to be touching the motor, the wheel, or dragging and just flopping around. What else? I got the doors so they fit. The passenger side's a piece of cake. That fits perfectly, as you can see. But the driver's side, I still got issues with that I have to figure out, and it's going to take a little bit of finagling to figure that out. Did we go over, I think in one of the other videos, we went over how we installed the radio. There it is inside the glove compartment. I like that. I'm going to find some way to hold that there like that. But I'm thinking I just might put it up. I don't know. I might. Doesn't really want to stay anywhere. But I might do that like that. That'll work right there like that. So, anything else? Like I said, the shifting boot is on, as well as the emergency brake lever is on. Other than that, that's going to be all. I do have to clean up the bumper with Mother's stainless steel cleaner and polish up the bumpers, headlights, mirrors, and the windshield frame. But I think I'm going to wait until the top is on and I get it all secured because it's going to have fingerprints all over it anyhow. And then once it's buffed, this thing will be ready for the road next week. And it'll be ready for car shows maybe late next week. I don't know. We'll have to see. All right, that's going to be it for my fits. You see how the hood sticks up right there? I don't know what I'm going to do with that. I'll have to think about that a little bit more and figure that out. I don't know what I can do to keep it down. It might, I don't know. Unless I put a third hinge in there, right there to keep it down. Maybe I'll do that. I wonder if I've got another one of them. Let me see if I've got another one in my box of tricks here. I don't see one in there. I'm probably going to be SOL. Probably. You know what that means? I'm sure you do. Actually, I think it's in. I think it might be in this box right here, actually. I do. I do have another set. Well, looky there. Oh, I wonder if I dare do this. I put another one there. Like that. What do you guys think? Think that'll look alright? If I put that right directly in the center, that'll hold that hood down the way it belongs. What do you think? I don't know. Leave me comments. Tell me. Alright. That's going to be it for today's edition of my 52 MG replica. And again, we're going to call this 48 because I already did 49. So the next one will be 50. Give me a thumb and a like, and thank you, Thomas, for your comments. And what was the other guy's name? Klecko, I think his name was. He gave me a comment too. So for my 52 MG replica update, 48. Thanks for watching. Give me a thumb and a liking. And we're one step closer to the cruising rides. Hit the subscribe button and see you next time. Thanks.